Thank you for watching Policy and Prejudice. My name is Chris Stevens. Earlier this week, President Obama gave an inspiring State of the Union address. It was the most well-received presidential address of that nature in a good while. Most Democrats were elated, and even many Republicans were impressed, with the exception of the conservative and growing radical Tea Party wing. Sarah Palin, not surprisingly, is one of those who tried to steal an event with one of her well-known dumb statements. What she did this time was grossly construe Obama's usage of winning the future into WTF. I don't have to tell you what that is. That's the more common social network meaning. It is well known for, of course, well, this is a family show. I can't really go into that. But it goes along with what the ... I went on Facebook and asked if Sarah Palin is A, dumber than the average white cop, B, dumber than Carl Palladino, C, all of the above. A few of you came on my page and commented C. My point exactly. What Palin did this time was not just dumb enough to be beneath even Palladino. She has finally sunk to the level of a Pastor David Manning and his general stupidity. Of course, more than a few of you have heard of or seen the crazy Harlem preacher, whose YouTube commentary is nothing more than a Barack Obama slander campaign. Manning shares some commonalities with Palin. Other than just speaking admiringly of her and longingly of her, like her, he is geographically and historically ignorant. In one of his segments, he states that Egypt is not in Africa. Understand what I just said. Pastor Manning stated Egypt is not a part of Africa. Now, I understand there was always a concerted effort by the school system from way back to textually separate Egypt from Africa. But we live in the information age now. So, Pastor Manning, do yourself a favor, spend some of that church money on a map or a world almanac, or both. Do it fast. Manning also says that South Africa was doing just fine until the people there elected Nelson Mandela and other black folk as president. This is along the same line as Palin's statement of how Sputnik led to the fall of the Soviet Empire. Consider both Palin and Manning stupid is and stupid does. What's wrong with Palin, specifically? It's her need for attention. She is even wearing thin on one of the men who used to be her biggest backers, Rush Limbaugh. The conservative radio host has been making statements as to how Palin feels the need to make everything about her. We saw that with the Gabrielle Giffords case, of course. Really, we should be happy Palin continues to shoot herself in the foot. She is so dumb, she is literally putting herself in her own crosshairs. And she's too smirky and arrogant to admit it. She thinks she's going to win the GOP nomination. Even they aren't that desperate. Palin, keep up the good work. Your party needs you. This is Chris Stevenson for Policy and Prejudice and COB TV. Have a good week.